Hello, everybody. Shop Local is here with Susan Williams from Romeo and Julieta Bags. Susan, thanks for hanging out with us and chatting with us. So tell us about your business. What is Romeo and Julieta Bags?
Well, Romeo and Julieta Bags, of course, it's an Italian line. The bags are made and imported in Florence, Italy, and Florence, Italy is the city of leather. It's known as the city of leather. So I import Italian leather bags from their men's, women's, unisex, messenger bags, wallets. I also import jewelry from Venice, glass Murano jewelry, as well as other items. So it's not just bags, but I have a family in Florence that I get wool and cashmere shawls and scarves and things like that. But everything is Italian, and I'm an Italian wannabe.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. And yeah, Sue, I've been to Italy with Sue. Sue's my mother-in-law. And yeah, we spent a lot of time together in Florence. And
Yes.
Sue's bag, I got a lot of Sue's stuff too. Her bags for guys too are awesome. For women, it's really something unique that you can't find anywhere else but through you. So speaking of these bags, Sue, where can people get this stuff? Where can people get it?
Well, I do have an online presence, Romeo and Julieta bags.com, but I also sell them locally in 2 stores. They have been at Pilgrim Candle in Union Street in Westfield for about 3 years. I have a section there. You'll see it says Romeo and Julieta Bags, and I have my bags, my cashmere shawls, wool scarves, some of the jewelry there. And once in a while, I stick in a unique little item that I pick up in my travels to Italy every year. And usually it sells right away.
Yeah.
I also am set up to open up a boutique area in another business in Westfield. They were supposed to open this month actually, and they got delayed because of the virus. But it is at Results in Wellness business. Results in Wellness. They do all kinds of really cool things. They're going to have salt tanks and light tanks and kinds of therapy, but they're also going to have a boutique there, and they're at 93 Springfield Road in Westfield. So as soon as that opens, my bags will be there as well.
Awesome. And Susan, what was your website again?
RomeoandJulietaBags.com.
Okay, great. And that all of that info will be in the show notes, so you guys can just click below and find it there.
I did want to mention, Tim,
Sure.
that I am available to wholesale in anybody's store or boutique if they want. They can reach out to me. And periodically, I will do trunk shows in people's homes, and it allows them to earn a free Italian bag and have a fun girlfriend Italian night, have some wine, invite some girlfriends. They can shop privately and leave feeling Italian and unique.
I love it. Sue, so you said you got some bags and some things to show us. Would you show us some of your inventory?
Yes, and it's hard to show you a lot of it because most of it is at Pilgrim Candle, and of course they're closed right now, so I couldn't run down there and grab anything. But I wanted to show a picture of one of my best-selling bags. I have several that are repeats that I sell quite a bit of, and I actually have a large inventory of this bag coming in with many colors. But you will not find this in the States. The only time you'll see this bag is if you buy it in Italy, or if you see someone with it, they have bought it in Italy, or they bought it from me. But this is, it shows it in a couple different colors, but what's unique about it is it's a bag, it's a handbag, but it's also a backpack. And if you'll notice here, there's the straps that adjust to wear it. But it's not your typical backpack for the simple reason that it's small, it's confined, it has a zipper top. So it's not this bulky backpack, but a lot of women, when they're out shopping and, they're doing many things, they could just throw this on their back and it's their purse. So it's not cumbersome, it's not bulky, and it's a really unique bag. I sell a lot of those. I have a large shipment coming in many colors as soon as the factories are open. I also have a couple other big sellers. I don't have pictures of those. Those are at the store.
Sure.
But I also will get seasonal items for the season.
Okay.
There'll be certain bags, and a lot of them are one of a kind. For instance, I ended up keeping this one, but it's a one of a kind. Um, it's a beautiful color. It's got the bamboo. It's got the tassel. Usually, a lot of the bags will have a short strap, and they'll have a detachable long strap. So this comes off. But this was one of my bags, and you'll see the quality. They have the little rivets on the bottom. The quality and the leather, this is like a butter leather. It's just beautiful. So sometimes you'll see one of my bags in the stores or online, and there's only one. Once it's gone, you got it. You won't see anyone else with the same bag. So that's what makes it unique as well.
That's wonderful. And if I can mention, my wife has a lot of Sue's bags, and they are just really nice and really unique. She loves them. And so this is a weird time, Sue, for a lot of businesses. Now, how is the pandemic affected your business? What's going on business wise?
Well, of course, the store at Pilgrim Candle closed mid-March. So I usually have sales every single month there.
Sure.
And, this is a busy time, graduations, things coming up, Mother's Day, Easter, all those holidays where people will buy bags. And I have a lot of repeat clients that go there when I'm getting a new inventory, and they will add to their collection, because once you have one of my bags, you can't just have one.
Yeah.
Because they're really beautiful. So of course, with the store closed, that's affected sales. And with the opening of the other store, that's been stalled right now. I'm waiting for that store to open, and I'm waiting for the inventory for that store from Italy. But my contact cannot go to the factories because the factories aren't open yet.
Sure. And Sue, what made you touched on it a little bit. What made you want to get into selling Italian bags?
Well, most women love bags and shoes. That's just a given, right? As women with our shoes and our bags. I had the pleasure of living in Florence, Italy one summer, due to family allowing me to dog sit. And so I was in Florence. It was my first time. I got to pick anywhere to stay for a month and dog sit. And I was going to Florence. I was going to Scotland for a program because I was going to Smith College at the time. And so, I could go a month earlier anywhere in Europe and stay before I go to my assignment in Scotland. And I had always heard about Florence, Italy. Everybody talks about Florence, Italy. And so I thought, I think I want to go check this place out and live there for a good month or so, and fell in love with Florence, Italy, my favorite city in the whole world.
Yeah.
And I've been back almost every year now, and fell in love with it. Of course, Florence is a city of leather, and made a lot of contacts. Actually, we also take people on travel trips to Florence, Italy. We have a guide that we hire there, because I love going to Italy. But anyways, as I was walking through the marketplaces, and I was walking through an Italian business partner that I had there, a contact. She was a friend, now business partner. And I said to her, these bags are so amazing. I said, I would love to import these, because every one of my friends and business colleagues need to experience having an Italian bag.
Sure.
And she said, are you serious? And I said, yeah. And she knew where all the factories were, and she was going to be setting up a business with another woman in Australia. And the woman went and got married and decided not to do it. And I said, I'm your girl, I'll do it.
Love it.
So it kind of fell in my lap, Tim. It just fell in my lap. And next thing you know, I'm importing Italian leather bags, and been doing it now for about 5 years.
I love it. Sue, actually, that reminds me. So on your website, can people all around the world buy it? I mean, where do you ship to?
I have shipped out of the country. The shipping costs may vary for that.
Sure.
But I have had people that buy, and I ship. I have several regular clients in Florida. So when I get a new inventory, I usually do a live Facebook Live trunk show. And
Ooh.
I'll end up, before I bring my inventory to the stores, I'll end up with shipping out some of them, the purchases. But I have shipped to other countries as well.
Okay.
And, as I mentioned, my main inventory is handbags, briefcases. I even have silk ties for men from Italy. But I've started adding a few extra little things. And these are just a couple of them, like if you want a nice ceramic wine topper.
Oh,
These
that's pretty
are
cool. Yeah.
these are all, they're all from Italy, of course.
Yeah.
When I go to Italy, I try to pick up some unique items, and this is one of them.
Love
Actually, I bought one for myself, and I bought a few extra, and I threw them in the store, and they went like hotcakes.
That's so cool.
Because a woman was in Italy and she regretted not buying a mask. And then here she goes to the store and says, "Oh my goodness, there's the mask that I didn't buy," and so she bought it. The other thing that I'm going to be adding is some really unique little Italian things. I have an Italian, I don't have it with me, but an Italian yo-yo with Pinocchio's nose.
Love it.
Of course, Pinocchio is very famous in Italy. So just some unique things that you cannot get unless you travel to Italy or you go to my store. Another big seller, I've sold a lot of these online, is I have these Italian tea towels.
Oh,
And
yeah.
this is
Yeah, we got those
limoncello.
too. We
Yeah,
love those. Yeah,
limoncello.
we have those.
And it has the recipe for limoncello in Italian as well as English.
Very
And
cool.
I've sold some of these and shipped them. I think I shipped one to Australia, one to Canada. And they're,
So,
like they make unique items, like you do this, you do a wine topper. I have a couple other little Italian things that you can throw in there. And they make a nice little Italian gift.
so if people want to view your inventory, is that pretty much all on the website?
It is. Sometimes I have a hard time uploading the new inventory in time just
Sure.
because I'm doing, I'm getting them in the stores and stuff, and a lot of the stuff is selling pretty quickly. I'll do a FaceTime live on Facebook, and
Yeah.
then I will start uploading the inventory and get it into the stores.
Awesome. Awesome. And then, so what's like your main goal, as the owner of Romeo and Julieta Bags, when you're selling these bags to people in different things? What's your main goal for your customers?
Well, I love my bags. They're my passion.
Yeah,
So when someone buys one of my bags, it's like giving them a home.
I
And
love it.
I actually feel like they're my babies, and I'm passing them on to a good home. And with my bags, they all come with a dust cover. This one actually has some, they all come with a bag. This has something in it, but something to protect the bag because it's an investment. It's
Sure.
an Italian bag. So when people buy my bags, I just get so happy knowing that it's going to a good home.
I love
And
it.
I get so many responses, "Love my bag. Oh, I can't believe," I get so many comments back of how many people love their bags, and then they end up getting a second one or a third one when I get new inventory in.
Love it. That's awesome. And then, what makes you stand out from your competitors? I mean, it's a very niche market that you do
Yes,
have, but
yes.
what makes your bags different from something you could get somewhere else?
Well, first of all, the styles are European,
Okay.
and Italy is ahead of us, the United States, in styles. So when I go to Italy and I see things, we're about 6 months to a year ahead of the styles hitting the States. So I'll be introducing the styles like the little scarves on the bags. I
Sure.
had those, I was selling the scarves as well. They were little ones for specifically for bags. I was selling my bags with scarves before that niche hit the States. I was already selling them.
Love it.
The styles are unique. You're not gonna find, like I showed you that backpack bag, you're not gonna see that in the States. The quality of the Italian leather is just, it's phenomenal. There's different types of Italian leather, and I have different
World
bags of
class.
different
It's
kinds.
world
Yeah,
class.
it's world, it is. They're just, you're not gonna see the quality of the type of the manufacturing of the bags. They're beautiful. a bag that's going to last you forever. I mean, you get a messenger bag from me, it's like a lifetime investment. Those messenger bags they're unisex, they're for men or women, and they are just amazing. I should have brought a few of mine out, but I forgot.
Well, I can attest. I have one. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. So the styles, number one, are ahead of our times, and then there's one of a kinds you're not going to find in the States. The quality, the leather, and they're part of a statement. You walk into a room with an Italian leather bag and you stand out. You know, people say, ciao bella,
Yeah.
you know, you really do stand out. So it makes an image statement. It really does.
Great. Awesome. And then Sue, so as you know, this well, this is going to be posted a lot of different places, but we also deal with a lot of business owners, and we always like getting into the nuts and bolts of people's businesses. And what would you say was the best decision that you've made in business?
Oh, well, I've always been a business person. I've always worn many hats, and I decided to follow my passion. Bags have been a passion. Italy is a passion for me, and why not combine them? And I get so excited when I get a shipment in. It's like I get the shipment in, and it's like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. And I make a commitment that I can only keep one for myself from each
Sure.
shipment, because otherwise I want to keep
That's
them
like,
all.
I
And
respect that.
you know, just being in business and growing this business. I mean, it has grown through the years, and I hope someday to get them in the large stores and I am a branded line. I am in the process of branding Romeo and Julieta Magic Leather Cleaner and Leather Protector. I've already got the sample product in. I'll be branding it and selling it in the stores as well as online. And I've just become a certified Amazon global seller.
Cool.
So my bag line will be sold on Amazon down the road. But you'll find that if you buy them in the stores,
Sure.
there's usually specials and discounts. So
Okay.
if you live locally, you can go to my website. You can buy them on Amazon, but you're probably going to get the best deal if you visit the local stores that I have them in.
Yeah. So let's ask you this: what do you have? You mentioned a promotion.
Yes.
When we were chatting earlier, what kind of promotions are you running now? What do you got going on?
Well, I know at Results in Wellness, each month we're going to have a different type of promotion going on a particular bag. So that will be in place. And we also have different promotions on different products at Pilgrim Candle as well. So that's something that you will find when on the stores that I sell locally. So for anyone today that is interested and goes on my website, because of course the stores are not open, I will offer 30% off any purchase.
That's very generous. Okay, cool. So yeah, you heard it here first. Mention this video. Sue will give you 30% off of your order.
And if there's something they're not seeing on the website, message me, because I do have an order coming in, and some of the other items have not been uploaded yet.
Okay, great. Well, Sue, thanks so much for sitting down with us and talking bags. I think a lot of people are gonna enjoy this video, and so thanks for your time, Sue. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Tim, for inviting me. It's been great.
Of course. So this is Susan with Susan Williams with Romeo and Julieta bags. All her info will be in the show notes. So feel free to see what she's got and reach out to her. Thanks so much, Sue.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.